they had an edge on us today. They played harder than we did. Got more second chance opportunities than we did. Got more transition points. I feel like white team, we gotta do a better job at that, at stopping the ball. Do a better job at communicating and having each other backs in the gaps. I think we'll continue to grow as far as that, and yeah, we just gotta keep connecting together. Any questions?
Mark, do you have any update on Jalen? It looked like you and Brandon Wells had quite a long conversation over there after he went down.
Yeah, he tweaked his shoulder, so we'll see. Kind of set him down out of precaution, and we'll know more tomorrow. We'll probably get some imaging tomorrow and kind of see how it responds tomorrow. But he's an incredibly tough young man, so I'm sure whatever it is, he'll battle through it well.
Mark, you warned us about how competitive this team was. Were you surprised at how hard they went at it?
Nope, it's what they do. It's what they do. It's like this group loves to compete. They love to compete. It's just the right time now. We got to move on and start competing against somebody besides ourselves. Like everybody else in the country, it's just time to go compete against someone else. We talked about it in the post game. It's this part of the season is always so complicated because every time you do something well, it means you're doing something bad. And every time you do something poorly, you can write it off as doing something well. And so it's going to be fun to actually be able to go against another team and have our defense be our defense and our offense be our offense. It's just time for us to take that next step in this growth.
You going to be playing to win?
That's what we do.
Always. We this group. I would hesitate to ever try and get this group to do anything else. These guys want to win.
Jasper, how do you evaluate how you played tonight?
I feel like I played pretty well. There's definitely aspects of the game that we do here at Kentucky that I got to get better of. But I feel like my teammates, they were all encouraging me, my coaching staff. So I just let the game come to me. I did what I needed to do to help impact winning, and that's all that matters. So thank you.
Jasper, you talked about kind of adjusting to the physicality of the game at this level. How do you feel like that process has gone, especially these last few weeks of fall practice?
I feel like it's going pretty well. Like you said, I've been adjusting to the physicality, trying to get more reps, watch film, really trying to be a step ahead mentally. I know I may not be the biggest on the floor, so just knowing where I need to be at all times with my communication, I know will help me out. Taking a toll on my body and stuff like that, but just trying to gain weight, extra lifting sessions with Randy in the weight room, eating more, getting better with my nutrition, just doing whatever I can to be ready for game one.
Mo, it looked like the intensity picked up for the white down the stretch, and he was a part of that. What was just the Elam ending? Is that what it was?
White team, we had a slow start to start the game, and we kept trying to pick the intensity up the whole time, but we just wasn't getting it at first. But as the second half came, we had a talk, and we said we got to turn this around right now if we want to win. There was a lot of trash talking going on before the game, and I understand how hard, how much these guys compete in practice, and how much we want to win. So, it was just a realization, of the time and clock. And, once coach told us we playing to 34, we said we got to turn the switch around right now if we want to win. And that's what we tried to do.
Mark, it seemed like as soon as Andre was inserted in the game, he made an immediate difference. Is that what you've seen from him ever since he got on campus?
He's getting better every day. So, he started at a deficit. He was 9 weeks late. He missed the whole summer training camp. And the way we play is so understanding and decision-making intensive and kind of getting a feel for how we do it. And he's gotten better he's made huge strides in the last 2 weeks. So I'm excited about his trajectory. And he's making the game a little bit simpler, which is really important for him. He brings a unique physicality to the game that I think can really be important for us. So we're expecting big things from Andre.
I know a lot of guys last season kind of struggled with the green light that you were giving them from three. it seems like maybe that will not be a problem with him. He puts them up pretty quickly when he was out there. Is that what you're seeing, or was this just kind of an anomaly there?
It's been really hard, actually. He's had several trips to the top of the stadium and several lectures, but he's making great progress. He was not shy tonight at all.
Mark, kind of going along the lines of that, how have you evaluated your team's playmaking ability so far through practice and tonight? Just, guys knowing when to make the right decision, doing it forcefully, effectively, instantly, that kind of stuff?
Yeah, I think we're coming around. Like, that's a process. I think it's something we're increasingly getting a feel for. I think this team has the potential to be just an elite level cutting team. One of the things that's gonna be interesting to us is we're so much more capable of actually beating people off the bounce than we were last year. That actually balancing that out is gonna be really important. Last year, we didn't have a lot of guys that could beat anybody off the bounce, and so it was just natural that we'd flow into like our second side into like kind of this elite level cutting train. Now we have, positionally, we have several guys that actually go punish you off the bounce, and so that's gonna be, I'm telling you, it's gonna be a dance for us, because this off-ball movement is really vital to everything we do. We do have a new skill set, and so integrating those together is gonna be fun. It's gonna be fun to figure out.
Coach, you made that announcement before the game that Jose would be limited in the action that he did see on the court. What kind of went into that decision, and then what does he bring to this team when he is able to be out there?
Yeah, he just is a problem on the court. He just has got this. Even tonight, he had an impact in limited minutes. He's just kind of barely starting to kind of have a feel for having some live play. He just manufactures things out of nothing. He can just shut down his defensive assignment and cause chaos on the defense end, and then like he was last year, without running a play for him, he just can manufacture buckets just in a whole myriad of different ways. And so it's going to be really fun to get him back as he works his way back into this. I think in the next 2 or 3 weeks, I think he's going to be back full speed, full time, and that's important. Clearly, he's a really important part of our team.
Jasper, if Jalen is out for any extended period of time, how comfortable are you kind of stepping in, expanding your role as kind of the on-ball guard?
I'm very comfortable. I know he may go down, but we are a team. I know everybody's willing to step up to that role. I know he's a big part of our team right now, playing the one, being the head of our snake. So we're all still being with him through this process. We don't know much in detail of his injury, but I know me, as long as the rest of my teammates are all ready to step up and do whatever we need to do to get wins.
Can you talk about the strides Trent's making?
Trent's he's been one of our best guys in practice every day. Trent, since the beginning of summer to now, like he's probably like one of the guys that made the biggest improvement, especially with his confidence. Like he's been probably the best shooter in our practice, and he's only gonna be better for us this year.
Mark, following up on that, has Trent already reached that level, kind of like Kobe last year, where you just kind of think every time it leaves his hand, it's going in?
I think we think it's going in every time, right?
Yeah.
It seems like, I think it really is statistically going in almost every time. And then you think about Trent tonight, it was interesting because when we played the TBT game and we started that game, and it was just like, we're 2 weeks into practice, we don't even know what we're doing, but it gives you kind of a simulation of a game, and there's some energy and anxiety and juice in the gym. And he was the only player to start that game that felt right. Of course he was, he's a returning veteran player, right? Again tonight, in a night where we really struggled in our assist to turnover ratio, Trent's a 3-0, right? And he shoots 50% from the 3-point line, and he just is a vet that just knows exactly who he is. He's got incredible physicality around the ball where he can protect it, and he runs hard, and he's clearly just a dangerous shooter. He just brings this calm to our team. I think he's going to bail us out of situations like Kobe did last year a little bit. It's been incredible to watch him grow. It's pretty fun.
Both players, we've heard so much Coach talk about the competitiveness and the smack talk, and then the fans got to see it tonight. Is there one person in particular who's kind of a ringleader who triggers it with you guys, or is it all? You're grinning.
I'm gonna definitely say It's a couple guys. Obviously Mo, you know, being the physical person who will always be the first to initiate that. You know, maybe a shot goes up in practice, first play he might hit somebody, and then you know we all snap into that mode and get into it. I'll say Brandon Garrison as well, one of our returners, so he knows how things go. He's always trying to pick on me as a freshman, but he's definitely one of those guys who compete at a high level. But Denzel as well, he's a crazy one out there. He fouls, he grabs, he smacks, but he does whatever he can to win. And he definitely gets me, Jalen Lowe, Colin Chandler, all the guards better because you know, coming from a national championship, he knows what it is to win, and he'll do whatever it takes to get that done.
Mo, can you defend yourself here, or?
Yeah, I mean, I can agree with him a little bit. You know, I just try to bring the energy to practice every day. You know, I understand how much these guys want to win, and you know, for a guy that's played at this level before, you know, I know what it takes to win. So I try to bring that to practice every day so we get better.
All right, thanks, everybody.
Thanks, guys. Have a great night.